Blackboard. Okay, so make sure you guys do this extra credit opportunity if you can. It's going to be up on Blackboard all the way until, I believe, the end of Thanksgiving week. Or no, actually, I think it's only to the 23rd. But you're just doing your best to go ahead and guess what you think each of these numbers would be. There's a video on YouTube where I kind of break down what I think the numbers would be for the Doom guy and show how I put in the references and otherwise. And how many points of information you put in gives you how many points of extra credit you get. So if you come up with 17 total, congratulations, you're going to get 24 points of extra credit. So, you know, for example, you can look up any character and pretty much get their height, their weight, and then you could do that 220 minus their age and get their max heart rate. Pretty easy to go. Now, from there, the VO2 max, there's some calculators you can find online, so you can try to figure out like, okay, if this is how fast this character can maintain a run with, we'd figure his VO2 max would at least be this, or what would be his aerobic threshold. You can kind of come up with the best you can. Try to have an idea for like maximal strength. And also peak power vertical jump is always a great way to see it, or any other type of power movements they do in a video or in the game, or obviously in like a movie or otherwise. And you can figure all of these things out. Remind you, part of it is using applications for biomechanics, but it should hopefully be, you know, it's for fun thing. If you do it, like I said, you get extra credit. King of the Hill, if you guys take this, it's just a review for the questions, or a review for the exam, pretty much. You're just going through all the content and all the chapters you've gone through so far. Whoever gets the highest grade on this gets an immediate extra 50 points on their final grade in the class. And it's only going to take the highest grade you do on this. It gives you a 1/10 of a point of extra credit for each correct answer. So if your top score on this is you get 30 right answers, because you get 15 minutes and they're all multiple choice for the most part, you're going to go ahead and effectively get, you know, an extra 3 points of extra credit. And all you had to do is do this a number of times. So there's 2 final extra credit opportunities, aside from obviously making sure that you guys have taken the final quizzes for the class, along with you take that final exam. Yeah, it just goes to your final points in the class, Catherine. So it's just 50 points of extra credit. Yes, Bailey, it's for the final, for the King of the Hill, it only records your highest score. So, you know, whatever you get for the highest score, you know, that's what you get, that many extra credit points on your, you know, final score for the class. So in fact, let me go ahead and hit stop share, because I'm going to look up right now in the grade center and figure out what the high score is on the King of the Hill for you guys. So you've got, you know, based on Wednesday at effectively about 1:30, what the highest score is. And aside from a bunch of people still need to take quizzes 15 and 16, the current high score on the King of the Hill is a 3.1. Oh, no, make that a, ooh, it's actually 3.3, and it's a tie. Oh, Braden, as far as break down 2 characters, if you can fully like knock out of the park one character on all those metrics, then you can move on to a second. If you're just like, this is the height and the weight of Thor, this is the height and the weight of the Hulk, this is the height and the weight, like, no, man, not playing that game. But if you can get everything else and you completely knock one out of the park, you know what, go for it. Go ahead and try to do 2. I will call it probably with doing 2 of them. 3 is going to be a little excessive, and I just worry that the quality might not be as high. Hey, no worries, man. I like the idea of going above and beyond. I mean, hopefully it's a fun thing for you, because you can kind of, you get to ballpark, like, what would the VO2 max be of Captain America? Like, how strong really is, you know, answer this character. They got 33 right answers. It gives you a batch of, I believe, 150 total questions with, 15 minutes to take all of them. So, you know, obviously, those 2 people did pretty good. No, they got 33 right out of 150. And I'm double checking it right now as we speak, guys. Out of 150 questions in 15 minutes. Humble brag, Jordan, humble brag. And it gives you a random sample of the questions each time. And you know what? You're doing good. I would thoroughly suggest you guys, you keep doing it. And then whenever we meet on Friday for lab to talk about the velocity load relationship, I will check the scores again before I leave for the day, or before I leave to come talk to you guys for lab. So you can be like, okay, here's the current numbers. Now, the other thing, and this is just for fun, but at the very end of the interview, you can go ahead and check this out. My friend Mike Israetel was kind enough to sit down and talk with me and answer some questions from the bioenergetics class and a little bit from the other classes. So let's see here. Need to go to, is it my channel? Yeah. Yeah, I did an interview with Mike Israetel, and we actually finished talking through some of the basic concepts that are going to be showing up in your guys' uh, final. So it's up on YouTube, but here is a link to it if you're interested. Any other questions? Anything else you guys want to go through, talk about? And if there's a tie at the end of it in the King of the Hill, both parties are going to get 50 points of extra credit. The likelihood of there being a tie is pretty low, but if somehow that happens, they both get 50 points. No questions asked. All right, guys. So anything else you guys want to review? Anything else you want to talk about? Any questions you guys have? Otherwise, we're going to call it a day, and I'll see you guys on Friday for lab. Going once. Going twice. All right. Have a great day, guys. Stay safe out there. Talk to you more soon. Bye-bye.